over to Finland. So, shall we have a look at the ones that were knocked out?
They're gonna see that anywhere that you go.
So there we have it. They're the ones that didn't quite make it. So let's go to Matt. What did you think of the ones that didn't quite make it?
So I thought they were really good. I think if you compare them to Lithuania, I think it was like night and day. I think there's some really good ones in there. One of my favourites was Cine Sabotage. I think it's a real shame that she didn't get to represent Finland. I thought that one was really good, really catchy. It reminded me a bit of almost like Gina G, with the like ooh ah, really quirky staging. The Vox Populi, I really like the song.
Shall we go to Paul and Andrew next? What did you think of the ones that didn't quite make it?
I have to say I really liked the Dancing with Demons, but I thought it was much better when we listened to it on the record rather than actually live. It seemed to be a bit flatter when we listened to it on the show. I really liked Vox Populi as well. And Pascana, I loved the song, but it just it ticked all the boxes, but it didn't actually trigger an emotional response to me. It didn't sort of like go, oh, that's a lovely song. Almost like a generic Eurovision entry ballad.
I think, because we listened to them on Spotify before, I think the studio versions of pretty much all the songs were a lot better than the staged versions. Cine Sabotage, I didn't like it. I thought she was tuneless, was out of tune. The staging looked like a bit like Mae Muller's staging on 2 platforms, and it didn't work for us, didn't work for them either. Cyan Kicks, Dancing with Demons, lots of leather. Vox Populi, I actually loved that on the studio version. Staging was horrendous. That stupid cardboard box, honestly. Sex Main, I don't know what you say. Maybe it seems to say Sex Man. I just really wanted him to take off. I thought it was going to be flown through the air on his hoists.
Sean, we all know that you like a bit of Sex Main. You've got that covered in your house.
I'm going to get mentioned every show.
Oh, shit, Brett.
What did you think, Sean?
Oh, you've done it again, haven't you? Okay, so Cine Sabotage, pink fluffy hat, single duvet she starts wearing. I mean, why is she wearing a single duvet? It's just weird. Song 1 confirms Finland. It's just weird. They like sending weird stuff. Cyan Kicks and Dancing with Demons. Oh, I was so excited when I found that Cyan Kicks were coming back to UMK, because 2 years ago, Hurricane was absolutely epic. And this is still a decent pop rock banger, don't get me wrong. She's got a great voice. I like the black and white staging. I love the rocky sort of drum and bassy dance break. Oh, I'm annoyed because it's not as good as Hurricane, and I really, really like Hurricane. Vox Populi now, more rap, this time with a kind of like a dance beat that builds into techno. I actually disagree a little bit with Paul and Andrew. I really like not necessarily the cardboard box, but I like the interaction with the balls and of the graphics in the background and the messing around with that. I really, really like that. I really thought that was quite funny. But they are just a bit like a shit Samir and Victor from Melody Festival, and to be honest. But it was a fun performance, not keen on the song. And I don't think the audience liked it either, because you threw a load of toilet rolls on the stage at the end, so perhaps they thought it was shit. Sex Man, not sure what I thought. Powerful song, but I don't understand the ropes, like someone else said earlier. I thought that he might just fly off. All in all, Finland, decent selection.
Andy, what did you think?
Really difficult to follow Kaya. What I would have done is to have given him the opportunity to present 4 or 5 songs and have a second bite of the cherry. But apparently he didn't want to do that anyway. So how do you follow that? The staging was phenomenal. It was a beautifully presented competition. It's been getting better and better over the years as it's become more established. But the songs, And the songs are fine. They're all of a very much similar sort of quality, and I could have gone along with almost any of them. But actually, I would have put the order exactly the opposite to how they came. So the one that came last was my favourite. The one that won was my least favourite. And I wonder really what Wiley were doing, because they must have known that that song was going to win. They put it in the winning position. We're going to talk about that later. But what I want to talk about is, what does that do for the other artists that are up against a comedy song? And what will it do next year? So will the decent artists say, well, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to be up against somebody that's famous for other things that's going to win on the back of their notoriety, not because of the song, not because of the performance. Wasn't a bad song actually, but so I think that's a problem for a Wiley, which is what do you do next year to persuade people to bring their best songs?
Donna, what do you think?
It was a fun competition, as always. They've definitely gained a lot more popularity, and I think they've got a different venue this year, actually, to perform in. So that was entertaining. Good show, as always. And I like the way that they have quite a variety of songs as well. They don't just have a lot of ballads, or, you know, they mix it up with a bit of comedy and a bit of political issue songs, and a bit of ballads. And it's all good stuff, honestly. Overall, I was disappointed that Sidekicks didn't do better. I think I'm in Sean's camp here. I loved Hurricane when it came out, and I was hoping they would come up with something that would equal it, if not best it. And this one, as much as I love it, and I've listened to a lot of their stuff since, it's just not as strong in so many different ways. It's definitely their style. They performed it the best they could, I think. And I don't necessarily know how they could have staged it in a different way either. So they did as good as they could. Sex Man, I thought great, but yeah, he should have taken off, I think. He should have done a bit of a peace pan around the arena. Vox Populi was another one of my favourites. I liked the song, and I thought they staged it quite well, because it's about having that voice box moment, isn't it, saying your piece? So, and the whole ping-ponging stuff on the back on the VT was really good. They played it very well. The timing was good. So yeah, they came in the right position, I think. A good selection, good show. Not sure the right one won, although I did like it.
Phil, what did you think?
Sidekicks. Well, when you've got a woman in a leather bikini riding around on the floor, you know, that's quite entertaining, really. But apart from
That's definitely not the demographic.
No, I know. And I like a bit of sort of metal, but I thought this was just a little bit tame. It was like, it sounded to me like a pop song that had been attempted to be turned into a metal song.
I thought that the chorus was really weak. It got to a nice meaty bit, and I thought, oh, it's kicking in now. Here we go. And then it didn't. It just went back to the chorus, and you're like, this is a bit. It's not on the same sort of level as the meaty bits, which was a shame. I was neither here nor there about a woman in a leather bikini on the floor. I just thought, that's no good. You can't go swimming in a leather bikini.
It's not for swimming.
No, it's not.
It's not for swimming.
Oh,
no.
Right. Oh.
But it's not for swimming.
Bet Sean's got one in his cupboard.
STFU.
I don't know, Jesse Markin, it was okay. It's not my sort of thing, though. I don't really know what to say about that.
I thought it was something of the 90s, late, the sort of late 90s. I didn't mind it, but I thought it was quite dated.
Vox Populi, I quite like that. I sort of like the stood in the box thing. I liked how they had lots of props that they kept pulling out. You know, when they mentioned matadors, they both had little red pieces of cloth, and and they finished off. It looked like they were throwing money at the audience, but obviously they didn't throw enough.
It was too fast for me. That sort of fast pacedness of it was almost like a children's song at a Haven camp, and I couldn't listen to all of it. It was awful. It just too fast. Just didn't like it.
Sarah Cipolla, that was okay. I thought it was.
Should we have a look at who won?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with the way
12 points go to Windows 95 Man.
Thank you so much, Olli. 85 pistettä.
Hänen lopullinen pistemääränsä on 273 pistettä, mikä tarkoittaa, että Windows 95 Man...
Mitä täällä tapahtuu? Windows 95 Man selkeän voi...
Is there something wrong with the way I look? Is there something wrong with who I am? Quiet as I speak. I am the king. I am the queen. No rules. It's how I live. How I find the wind beneath my wings. It's all no rules.
So there we have it. Windows 95 Man. Who'd have thunk it when we started this year that would be going to Eurovision? But it is. It turns out he's 39. He's a visual artist / DJ. He gained recognition for his character Ukeli, which translates as old man. But to me, he'll always be the Keith Lemon of Finland. Some blokes come along, thought, you know what? I'm going to make up a character. Let's just be stupid. Just for a bit of a laugh. What's the worst that could happen? This is the worst that could happen. He's going to Eurovision. Let's go to Donna. What do you think of Windows 95 Man?
It's just bonkers, isn't it? Lots of memories of a good operating system in a bonkers scenario. I just thought, oh God, he looks dead like Weird Al Yankovic, actually. That cap and then the little crop top. And I knew something random was going to happen. They performed it well. Oh, fair enough, solid song. It's one that I would happily listen to again and again.
It's like Just in the Turkey, or the Spanish Ficky Ficky song from years ago. It's a bit of a piss take, really. I know a few Finnish people, and I don't know anybody who likes the song.
Yes. When I first heard this, I didn't think it was that good, but I think they've turned a sort of okay song into something. I thought it was brilliant. Just the whole staging of it. I just thought, oh my God, what's he going to do next? I think it's just so crazy. I think it's something that will really struggle with the juries, but I think this could actually do really well with the televote. And I think there's going to be a lot of people very drunk at Eurovision watching this, thinking, right, I'm going to vote for this. And I think it will qualify, and I think it's going to do really well in the final, just because it's just so bloody crazy.
Paul and Andrew, I don't think this is up your Strasser, is it?
This, I have to say, is not normally up my street at all. I would normally hate this. It is not a song at all. There is no song there, but the staging was just phenomenal. It was just something that they basically put a lot of glitter on a piece of, you know what I mean. It was just phenomenal. And I think when they actually go to Malmö, they need to take it up to the nth degree even more and just double down on everything.
I wasn't expecting much, but to be honest, in the end, I absolutely laughed my head off. Absolutely found it completely hilariously entertaining. And it's not a song. There's no song in it, really.
Sean, in not too many words, tell us what you think.
But I mean, that's a good thing about this whole performance. It's cleverly designed purposely so that, you know, he's born, he's come out of an egg, he's no pants on. Yeah, he's wearing a t-shirt, but so what? But he's no pants on. And the whole performance is about the dancers hiding his doodah and, you know, very cleverly placed dancers and audience members and stage hands and props and smoke and lighting effects to you know, it's Naked Gun style comedy, and it actually really worked well on the stage. I thought it was really clever, really funny. fireworks at the end as well were amazing, and I just sat through the whole 3 minutes with a massive smile on my face. Yeah, Eurovision's a song contest, and we all can get a bit serious about, but it's, you know, one of those fun entries that give Eurovision a bad name. But look, if there's 1 or 2 entries like this a year, the world's a bit more of a happier place, and I say bring it on. Well done, Finland. I hope you do well. It'll sail through the semis because there's no juries in the semis. Probably mid-table in the final, I think.
I thought it was beautifully bonkers. Everything about it was bonkers. I thought when Windows 95 Man actually does sing, he sounded a bit like the bloke from Boney M with the croaky voice. I mean, it was like music from Windows 95 era as well. I loved everything. I loved the shorts with the fireworks. It was fantastic. It's just my thing. And I know Andy said about Let 3, but they did qualify.
Yes, they did. I thought Windows 95 Man, I think he's a fraud because he pops out that egg, says about 10 words, then some bloke is singing the whole song properly like he should do. And then Windows 95 Man just shouts a couple of things every now and again, sings another 10 words, and this poor bloke's just singing the song on his own. I Googled it, had a look, and it's not a band. It is just that one man, because I thought, well, maybe there must be a band then called that. No, it's just that one bloke who's got somebody else who's outsourced his vocals to somebody else to sing. So I think sort of robbed a bit. Anyway, that's what I think. So panel, let's go with, what should we go with? Let's go with, do we think Windows 95 Man will qualify? Do we think Windows 95 Man has got any chance of being in the top 10 if it did qualify? Oh, bye.